similar to the gypsy well. It's called a sip well. The sip well is going to be used when you have a condition where, like, the ground you're in is all saturated with water. It's all mud. It's just sitting there mud. And you try and dig a hole and the mud just keeps filling in. And when you have a situation like that, water's there and you want to get it. But you have to do what we call the sip well. And what you need for sip well is you need to find some of Mother Nature's straws. Well, she has a lot of things out here that we can use for a straw. One thing that you got to be careful with is to find something that's non-poisonous. And we always call this snake grass, and you'll notice that it grows in a lot of this area, and it's hollow, and it can be used as a straw. These segments, you can ream them out. This is a two-lay. This is a small one. These seeds here can be used for food. They used to do that. You'll notice that these are hollow as well. The bigger ones you can use as straw. And so they grow out here in the marshes as well. In areas that have a lot of mud, these reeds, they like to grow. And these things love the same conditions we're talking about. And you see that these are hollow, and these can be used for a straw. This here is a piece of Japanese knotweed. Japanese knotweed can grow in a lot of different areas. And you'll notice that the Japanese knotweed is also hollow. And this makes an excellent straw. You don't even have to ream out the center on these. These things here are already hollow. It's a piece of elder. A lot of us are familiar with the elderberry, and the berry comes off this plant. The elder stalk was used by the Indians a lot. They used to use these for their pipe stems, and they used to make blowguns out of them. And also the Indians are the ones that taught us how to do maple syrup, and they used to use the elder for their tap that they would put in the maple trees. This has a center that's really soft. That center is really soft. I can poke my thumbnail right into it. It doesn't bother my thumbnail, so you can ream the center out pretty good. And this can be used for a straw as well. This works well for straw. It's a piece of mullet. A lot of us are familiar with the mullet. Mullet is another one that has a very soft center. And you can see that peel it out of there with my thumbnail again. You can ream that center out, and this could be used for a straw as well. Mother Nature has a lot of things. This is a piece of evening primrose. And again, to find evening primrose, look for the flower. And it's going to be a yellow flower, and you're going to find that X right in the middle of the flower, this stamen. And that also has a center that's hollow that you can use for a straw. This is a piece of staghorn sumac. You want to make sure to get the staghorn kind. This is the one that has that red top, this fuzzy, and it has a center that is very soft, especially if you can find a brand new limb that's growing, and you end up. These are really easy to use. The limbs are soft. You can cut them off, and that center is really soft. And you can ream that out. Make a straw out of this. This works pretty well. A lot of people are familiar with the cattail, and the cattail has a center that you can actually get the center out of it, and it's a really soft one as well. So Mother Nature has just an abundant source out there. Things you can use for straw, and so you want to go find something that's safe, and these are all safe here, and there's more than what I just talked about here. But the idea on those areas that are just full of mud, and it just keeps filling in with mud, what you're going to do is go up the prairie, or wherever you can find some grass, and get yourself get several of them actually. You're going to make several of these. Get yourself at least a soccer ball or a basketball size batch of grass. Now, I'm on the edge of the dune grass here. We could use that. You're going to get yourself a big ball of grass. You're going to dig your pit, and it's going to keep trying to fill in on you. And what you're going to do when you get it dug down, then you're going to shove this grass right in there. And then you're going to take your straw that you have, you're going to put that right in the middle of that big patch of grass. And then you're going to fill this all back in. And when you do that, what will happen is the grass will hold the mud out, but the water will go ahead and work its way through that grass. And the idea is to make several of these because you're going to come in and you're going to sip, a lot of times you get a cup worth of water out, and then that goes dry and you got to let it fill in again. And so make several of them, so you get several cups at a time. And so, this is a way to make another one of these kind of wells. It's called a sip well, and you do it in the mud stuff. Now, sip wells are kind of handy if you end up in a situation where you have a water bottle and you want to fill your water bottle. So, or if you have a container, you need, a cup, or you burn the bowl. We'll talk about burning bowls later on over there in the rock building area. And if you make 2 straws, you put both of them in there. Then if one of these are broke off, you got 2 of them in there, and you fill it up. And then when you blow in one, it'll create pressure down there, and it'll drive water up the other one. Now, you can't get enough pressure to make this squirt. So what you can end up doing, it'll come out and it'll drool out the top. And so what you're going to do is go find yourself a leaf, and at the top, you kind of cut it like this, and you're going to stick it through the leaf. And then when the water drools out the top, it'll come down and it'll run off onto this leaf over to the edge, fall off the edge, trip off the edge. Have your water bottle, your cup, whatever you have underneath that, and you can go ahead and fill that. Now you can transport that water somewhere else. So that's a good thing to do when you got a muddy area and you want to get some water from that ground. The ground is not strong enough to support itself. So make a gypsy well in the form of a sip well. And those are 2 really good ways of getting water. Gypsy well and sip wells. Keep those in mind.